Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cabra Vale Diggers Bowling Club. I've already got Taren Point Bowling Club on there. Hundreds watching at the point. Welcome to everyone at Taren Point. We're here with watching a game between Kate Walker from Taren Point, state player and a well-known name in bowls in New South Wales, and Louise Baldwin from Clovelly. I'm Benny Two Shoes. I'll be your host for two games today. First one today, obviously, this round of 32 for the ladies, and then this afternoon we are looking at men's singles in their round of 32. We don't know who's going to be in that yet, but as you can see on the screen there, perfect conditions for bowls today. Just no wind, beautiful blue sky everywhere, and just a fantastic place to be right now if you're into lawn bowls. Lots of colour, lots of life on the greens as always for these tournaments, and full greens, 5 clubs in operation, same again today as it was yesterday. So that is the clubs of as I've got my little book out to make sure I get this right: Club Mount Lewis, St John's Park Bowling Club, Cabra Bowls, and Club Marylands. Great reports of high standard bowling happening all around, but we're here today on the fantastic greens at Cabra Vale Diggers, and absolutely magic. Players are loving it. The first thing I'll do, we'll get this straight out of the way. Just a little plug that's coming up, because this weekend, as you know, is the Platinum Pennant Finals coming to you from Warilla Bowling Club. And if we have a look here, there's a competition we've got set up. It's called the Perfect Score. Predict the grand final score for your chance to win the Drake's Pride Player Prize Pack. Have a look on the website, bowlsnsw.com.au/platinum-pennant to have a look at your T's and C's, pick the right score, win a great prize, and get yourself together for what's going to be a brilliant weekend of bowls at Platinum Finals. Phil Lubke, welcome from Silverdale once again. As people start to jump onto the live feed, we're glad you're all here, and I'm excited for this, very excited for this. Players now just finishing their roll-ups. Our marker there, Gav Burson from Turf Care, Active Turf Care. And thanks to all the markers and volunteers, as always, our game does run on volunteerism. And while volunteerism around the country is declining, as I've said before, in bowls it seems to be we kick that trend. We love our sport, and we're willing to give our time for it. So exciting times. Taren Point, obviously in the Sutherland Shire, and that zone down there, and a real power club, one of my favourite clubs getting around as well, against Clovelly in the east. Another great club. I spent a lot of time at Clovelly when I used to be the RBM for that regional bowls manager for that area. And a shout out to my mate Jason Pinnock, who I'm sure will jump on later on. Who's the current CSM. It looks like they're getting underway now. So this is first to 25. No respots. Each dead end, if there are any, will be replayed. And it doesn't get any better than this. So there was, as you get after rain, and anyone in Sydney, the Sydney area will know it was a bit foggy this morning actually, so there's a bit of dew on the green. The guys had the sweepers out. It's the first time I've actually seen them used. Big broom looking things. They're wiping the dew off and preparing beautifully. They haven't got a mow in and a roll. They've been rolling since early this morning as usual. Oh geez, Louise Baldwin showing some intent straight away. It's a great start. Barbara Green, welcome. Go Kate Walker. Katrina Wright, yep, all the Taren Point people are here. Big club, good culture. Well, Kate Walker, pretty good reply. Adjusted her weight from the first shot. I'm very glad to be back in this chair doing what I love. Had a very peaceful rest last night in my accommodation in Liverpool. Able to rest knowing that we get to play a great game. Sports team out and about this morning preparing for what's coming up. We've got a lot of things coming up. Obviously, the pennant finals this weekend. Platinum pennant finals this weekend. Just watching Kate. Just missed that one. Close. Good second shot. This weekend, obviously, as I said, platinum pennant finals from Warilla. And then we've got the men's and women's pennants finals. I'll be at Charlestown. I think Andrew's heading up to Ballina. And Lee Stinson into Armidale by the looks of things. Just looking at our program here. Fair effort from Louise. Good back coverage. Then after that, senior interzone from NBC Sports. So back up in the city. And then, well, it starts to slow down, thankfully. From my perspective, I have Australian Open kicks off in June there, and I'll be at, well, it's the Berry Bowling Club competition, but it'll be played out of Bomaderry, which is the King's Cup long weekend. And that's a great competition. Sign up. Have a look at the Bomaderry Bowling Club Facebook page for that. Big competition. And I'll be down there streaming that one for them. So Louise Baldwin kicks off with a 1. So Mark has just changed his shirt to make sure he gets the business in there. Active Turf Care doing a great job here at Taren Point. Geez, they're keen for the game, those guys too. Speaking to Gav this morning. One it is. Oh, I just realised I haven't set up my scoring yet. You might forget something. Oh, he's running with a fairly long end. Up a little bit from the tee, and the jack about the equidistant from the other one. Started very well in the first end. Let's see how she goes here. But look at the weather. Guys, I only say this so much at the moment. Bowlers talk about weather like sailors a lot. Pretty good weight there from Louise, just not quite the grass. The things we know about it, the weather and the at the moment is it's been wet almost all around the state, and especially down the south coast. So I'm loving actually seeing the sun at the moment. That one running in a little short. Bowlslink's asking me for my code, my two-factor authentication, which is good as it's meant to. Bowlslink's such a good system, and big things coming in the world of Bowlslink over the next few days. I think, well, changed hands Louise did there, and just a little short, but looks like 2 at the moment, believe it or not. Dave Beaumont's saying that Jace is getting his hair done this morning, getting ready for zone finals on the weekend. Yeah, good on him. I hope he does well in the zone finals, and maybe gets a nice reverse mohawk, which I think he's only thing he's able to manage these days. Vince Calabrese, welcome, as always. And a great shot there, Kate Walker. So word from the greenkeeper, as same as yesterday, the side going towards the club will turn a little more than the one away from it. And he's predicting really good speed. What a shot, Louise Baldwin. That's brilliant replacement bowl. Fantastic conversion. As I said, the greenkeeper there he is, saying how these greens are getting better and better. They've come in and took the handover from the last greenkeeper, who sadly passed in fairly tragic circumstances, actually, and they've done a great job taking over, and making these greens really play well. That's a fantastic shot, Louise Baldwin. Excuse me, Kate Walker. 2 now. Replaced that bowl. Didn't move Jack. Magic. It's a pretty high standard of play so far. 2 ends in on a new green, new rink. These ladies are all over it, showing the reason that they're here. Louise not far from Jack here. She moves Jack and she'll have 2. What a shot. Louise Baldwin. She's got 1, but wow, brilliant. Jumping in between there. Absolutely real intent shown by both players here at the moment. Okay, Walker, that's running just a little wide, I think. Had the right weight for the shot. Didn't quite roll hers in. So Louise Baldwin with a brilliant rescue shot. We'll have another look at it. In between there, she's just had her bowl pushed through and knocked out. Kate was up 2. And she's dropped an absolute bomb. Magic. That'll go on the reels later on today, I'm sure. I'm just working out that scoring, guys. It won't be a second. It's currently 2-0. Oops. Sorry about that. I'm going to find the jack for you first before I start doing the scoring. Yep, long end in this direction. So this is a round of 32. Women's games playing. I think the men are on a round of 64. So a few more of them getting around. Once again, we'll have a men's game in the round of 32 this afternoon, starting about 12:45 as predicted. Some of these players get a bit keen and just get straight out, which we don't mind, but it makes my life hard. Not complaining. So a couple of short bowls to kick off. Look at the shine on the green. It is bright sunshine here at the moment at this magnificent club. It's the kind of day I wish I had a drone out there flying so I could show you exactly what this feels like. Try to give you an impression of how nice it is here at this club. Huge viewing area. Brilliant facilities inside. A sports simulator, which is good fun. Go and kick a soccer ball into a net and see how far you can kick it. And a golf simulator. Yeah, longer ends really tricked them a bit here, I think. You can see there, that's the space. The event rooms upstairs. The bowlers bar down there. It's a big bowlers room in the on the inside. So that's 5 short bowls. I think that's Louise's bowl. I could be wrong. It looks it at the moment. Look at my other screen. Both ladies going down, well, that side, the other side's blocked up, but both ladies from the start going down the, what I would call the narrower hand. As the green quickens up, I'm told that it gets a bit more difficult down that side. So we'll see if they pick that up and change it over at any point. Ooh, yeah, well, is it an adjustment? Gave it a good effort. It's a good shirt, the Clovelly one. See if I can get one of those too. Kate Walker wants this to hold up. Got a fair amount of room there to draw into. That's a brilliant bowl. 3 short ones and then dropping that one in just behind Jack. I would say to level up the score. I'll make sure we keep an eye on the marker. He's giving us good indication of what's going on. We had a chat this morning about that. So Kate Walker kicks off her campaign in this round of 32. Oh, where'd he go? There he is. Yep, 2. See if there's an adjustment in length. Sitting here bright and early. What is it? Oh, it's 9:30. It's not that bright and early. We're sitting here. I can start smelling the sausages cooking. They've got a brilliant little barbecue thing. Support our stars. Campaign they're selling. Oh, good, really nice quote actually. Barbecue in there for that, and the bar down here is ready to go. If you're in the area and you're looking for something to do, you can do worse than coming down here and watching this magnificent game, this magnificent tournament. In fact, all these players had to work pretty hard. Everyone out there in Bowlsland knows exactly how hard it is to win a club singles competition, on the major singles everywhere, and to get to this competition is huge. Not quite the grasp, but she certainly nailed the weight there, Louise. Jennifer Clarkson, go Katie, welcome. Jake McCutchinson, morning mate. Glad you're here. Great shot there, Kate Walker. He's a class player. Louise has gone narrow again, I think. Perhaps hunting the jack a little bit. Yeah. Played a little weight. Running to the back. Wasn't far off. She wouldn't be too disappointed. Gives her an option on that hand again with her next shot. Yeah, probably 2 now for Kate. Well, I think it's a better line for that weight. See what happens. She wants to come in and clunk into that front one. Has just missed. Challenge for her with the next shot. She won't want to drop another multiple. Oh, that's short. However, I think it's in the way. Yeah, and Louise really having to look at this now. Can play the same shot, however, is down 2. Yep, exactly right. Changed hands is the wider hand. That looks too wide, but we'll get a good indication now how far this is turning. Yeah, that late swoop. Not quite enough. So I'm going to say 2. We'll wait for the call from the marker. I'll back my camera up so we can get a good view. Whoops, too high. Sorry, Ron. Oh no, it was 1. Once again, just to show you that, look at this club. Look, what a place to be right now. Ladies out enjoying the sunshine. A few jackets out there. I can tell you it's not cold, not by any means. Beautiful autumn weather here in Western Sydney. Oh, sorry, everyone. There we go. What else do I usually do here? Oh, yeah, I should put the YouTube link in for everyone that struggling to find it. Sometimes the YouTube's being a bit funny these days. It's changing the thumbnail. Yes, it is. Thumbnail's wrong again, but that's okay. I'll put the link in the live chat. Yeah, everyone, YouTube, please, once again, as I always say, and I'll say it again now, don't click on anything that doesn't come from me or BowlsNSW in the chat. Do not give anyone your credit card details or your or anything else. Don't pay for this. People are just trying to scam you, and we don't like that. Some snaps from around the bowls community at the moment on Snapchat. Thanks everyone for welcoming me back. It's a very friendly environment. I love our game of bowls, and I love all the people involved because the community is brilliant. And the warm welcome I received yesterday and still receiving this morning is much appreciated. Thank you very much, everyone. It's been a nice couple of weeks. I'm glad to be back in the chair. Updated that score either, have I? There we are. Well, that's the shot now. We're going shot for shot at the moment. Still trying to find, I think, to get the really precise bowls that we know that these ladies will be capable of. They're still trying to find the grass and the weight. And they are persisting down that side, down the side away from the club, which is interesting. And something to watch later on. The player that changes over is the one I think that's going to find their range more quickly. And I think that side towards the club plays a little more true in conditions like this. And again, that's the word from the greenkeeper. Don't take it from me. I actually haven't even had a roll up yet. Might have a go this afternoon and throw my first bowls in a few weeks and see how embarrassed I can get. Green saying that's Kate's mum I just showed. Avid supporter of her daughter. That's great. Thank you for that. Glad she's here. Oh, this might be down to weight. Yeah, not quite. So I'm going to call one to Kate Walker here. The ladies will come down and have a close look. And they do. There you go. Kate's mum. Yep, one it is. One to Kate. Look at those flags there hanging dead still. Not a breath of wind. So I'll add that in there. Go to 4. Once again, we're not really seeing any much change in length. Kate running a little bit shorter than Louise in the ends. Christine Buttle from Tea Gardens. Welcome to the coverage, and Kathy as well. Oh, great start. Walker just looking to be a little bit shorter than she was that last one. Yeah, line's perfect. Maybe took a little bit off. You see this a bit in the early games. He still trying to find their way. They're not many ends in. And yeah, Louise just a little short as well. Would have crossed. Better dive. Good luck, Wombat. Okay, Kate Walker. I'm not going to call her that. Thanks, Divey. And he's saying it's Kate's best friend as well, Colleen. There you go. Karen and Colleen sitting there supporting Taren Point. See all the clubs in Sydney pretty close to each other in the end, comparatively to down where I live, of course. But, well, Kate just knocking herself up a little bit there, but there's a cluster of bowls in front. Louise needs to take a grass to get there. And she pulls up. Well, she's just given Jack a little touch and cut across, cutting Jack back. Kate's bowl still holding shot. Julie Cotton, welcome. Yep, it's a beautiful day. I'll run through some results in a second next time they cross. We'll see in the round of 32 in this women's competition. There are 16 games going across the 5 clubs out here. Oh, Kate Walker, that's just brilliant. What a great draw bowl. Mark Green saying it is her nickname, right? I've had confirmation from 2 people. I'm still not going to call her Wombat. Here she comes again with a replacement. Louise Baldwin from Clovelly. That's a brilliant bowl. Found a grass beautifully. Dropped in. Didn't need to use that back bowl, but could have. And there's one to Louise. All right, as they cross, I just want to remind everyone of this one thing. Oops, GFX2. The state rookies, pairs and singles entries are now open. It's an open event, men's and women's, played at Raymond Terrace. If you qualify for this, then I highly recommend you get involved. It is a brilliant, just one of the great tournaments of the year. The energy in it's different. I speak a bit about energy in competitions and how they feel quite a lot. Juniors has a very different feel and vibe, I guess, to adult competitions as we're playing now. And rookies is another one in itself. It's just a beautiful positivity about the game, and get there and get into your first big tournament as a rookie. It is fantastic. Absolutely love the place. Love Raymond Terrace. It's an experience in itself just playing up there. Give it a go, guys. Of course, entries available on BowlsLink. Yep, Mark Baker went in last year. Great tournament with the rookies. I couldn't agree more. Absolutely. Fair start, Louise. It's a term of endearment there. Yeah, Anne Seymour, welcome. Good to see you again, Anne. And it is a fantastic day for bowls. Still sunny, nice and warm, without being hot. Beautiful out here in Western Sydney. Yeah, not bad by Kate. I think she does have the shot. Let's make sure my score's correct. I know I've got at least one side of the scoreboard correct. There we are. Yeah, with his sign there, Active Turf Care. Yep, 3-4 it is. Ends don't matter. It's a race to 25, and they're running pretty close to neck and neck at the moment. Low-scoring game. I do like to keep track of the ends just for statistical purposes, and I can tell you now that they have played 6 ends, and there's only been 7 shots scored total. That's a pretty low-scoring game. Oh, jeez. Jeez, Louise. I'm wanting to say that all day. That's a brilliant shot. Down that hand, she may go now after that shot, have some confidence to play there, and may find that she switches over as a regular thing. We know that in singles, people do often have a preferred hand. Oh, look at the replacement. Kate Walker, what a shot. Magnificent, and the little flop over and touch as well. Brilliant. Brilliant. We'll watch that again because absolutely we should. This is a shot worthy of the replay. Down that slightly wider hand, running down perfectly, moving. Oh, it's perfect weight, perfect grass, everything. Just to move Louise's bowl out of the way and flop onto the jack. And the reply from Louise looks a little narrow. Did have the option to move Jack through, just didn't quite throw it hard enough, I think. The line may have been good for that shot in the end. A bit of a free kick. Make another one, needs a little more weight, I think. Didn't quite get there. That'll be 2 to Kate Walker. Confirmed. 2 shots. Just the second multiple of the game at this point. 6-3 now the lead. Race to 25 at the 2024 Champion of Club Champions. Brought to you from Cabra Diggers. But I would be remiss of me not to also mention Club Mount Lewis, St John's Park, Cabra Bowls and Club Marylands as well, all hosting this year. We're very glad they are. Thank you to all the clubs, and well done to all the clubs. Yeah, great start, Kate Walker. Reply Louise. Oof. Wanted to jack a little bit. She's played it with beautiful weight. Let's have a look who else is playing at the moment. All this information that I'm about to tell you is available on the results portal in BowlsLink. A brilliant system. As soon as the games here finish, the scores go straight in, builds all the ladders and the finals, and you'll be able to see everything, where the players are playing, and it's just a magnificent system. And hopefully in the near future we'll be doing this live scoring, so you'll be able to follow the cards as they go along as well. Enjoyed that one. Kate Walker again, 2 good shots. Opportunity for Louise to clunk into something and move Jack a little. She's put it out there. Needs to turn now, and it is. Wants a little more, I think. Well, she's hit that outside ball fat. And sat there. She may have second shot. It's hard to tell from there. I can tell you out at Mount Lewis at the moment, Vicky Turner from Warilla is playing Barbara Shotland from Double Bay. Vion Brown from Wallerawang is playing Annette Bowen-Old of Manly. Tash Van Eldick is playing against Anna Scissor from Campbelltown City. Someone will correct that pronunciation for me, I'm sure. Wendy Clark of Ballina is playing against Sarah Boddington of Foster. At Cabramatta Bowling Club, Danielle Thompson from Condobolin Sports is playing Tanya Ware of Curry Curry. Also at Cabramatta, Cheryl Stewart from West Tamworth against Coral Nathan of Pottsville. Samantha Marks of Bateau Bay against Jean Thompson of Milton Ulladulla, Zone 7. The South Coast District. Kay Moran of Fig Tree is playing against Bernadette Carroll of Nelson Bay. And then at Cabravale Diggers, obviously this game, Dana Lloyd of South Cronulla playing against Margaret Burke of Oak Flats. Heidi Monch from Lightning Ridge against Robin Beaumont from Tea Gardens. Christine McGarity of Merimbula, another Zone 7, another South Coaster against Karen Coleman of Springwood. Janice Shaw of Grandviews, it might be Janice Shaw, we'll find out, from Grandviews against May One Lamb of Mount Lewis. And Vicky Piper from Tuncurry Foster against Christine Stone. And those are the games currently happening here and around the bout. Geez, this is a good head of bowls. While I was reading them out, I've turned around and missed some of the great shots by the look. I'd suggest, without confirming, you guys were watching it while I was reading, that Louise is holding shot in that head, yep. This bowl comes down, it's going to cut away, very safe bowl. Yep, that's Louise's bowl at the front. One to Louise. Four to six. Alan, good morning. Yeah, the AO is in June. That's right. I won't be there, sadly. It is a Bowls Australia event, unless they invite me up to do some commentary or something. And they haven't booked me yet, so so I doubt that I'll get a run. But great competition at AO. I was very, very lucky to be there last year for the commentary. It's the very last thing I did with Bowls Australia, actually, before I moved across to Bowls New South Wales, to the state STA. I'm always preferring these long ends. I'll be my main mission during that is to I'll be commentating and watching from Bomaderry Bowling Club the King's Cup on the King's birthday long weekend. Still a weird thing to say, but there it is. Mike Watts watching from Aberystwyth in Wales. Welcome. Tell you what, that's fantastic shooting, Louise Baldwin. Well done. Threw the jack to her length, which is pretty long, and dropped the bowl pretty much right on it. Very good. Kate with brilliant weight. Not quite the grass, I don't think, but yeah, magic weight. Roger Allen, watching from Edmonton in Alberta, Canada. Thank you very much for the compliments, mate. I appreciate it. Glad you're here. Glad you're watching this great game. Do you guys, have you opened your greens up yet there in Edmonton? Because it's, I know you guys closed down over the winter for the snow. It's a bit hard to play in the snow, I'm assuming. Be pretty close to opening up. Summer is coming. Okay, not real happy with that bowl. Clunking into the front. I've just seen another Huskerson shirt turn up. Let's see if you can hear me. Welcome Stephen Crixtolitis. One of the few blokes in my in the country that can actually say my name properly. He's been saying it for longer than I have. Gus. So yeah, welcome, my uncle. We can jump down and chuck on a headset if he really wants. We'll see. Oh, geez, Kate just missing that run. Interesting on that hand. Draw shot may have been appropriate as well, but chose the run, which wasn't bad, just missing. We'll see what Kate's got on that hand. Yep, she's run down that side, either looking to move Kate or match her bowl. I think she's short again. It's a little cluster in front there. Right, well, welcome to the commentary. It's good to have a partner. He's a relatively, it's a strange thing to say actually, a relatively new bowler, but also a very experienced bowler. My uncle and great mate, Stephen Gus Crickstelitis, welcome.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to see you with the headset. Travelled all the way up. You're staying down near us at the moment on the south coast. Louise has got another one there. I'll just put the score up. So tell me, the most interesting thing at the moment is how many clubs have you played at?
96 clubs across Australia.
Over about 2 years?
Yeah.
Since we got you into bowls during COVID?
Yes. Yep. As far north as Cooktown and Broome, as far south as Albany in WA, and Dover in Tasmania.
In Tasmania, the most southerly club in Australia, I think, Dover, is that right?
No, the one on the island, Bribby Island.
Oh, yep. Oh, further south. We'll have to head down and have a go.
Yeah. I thought it was the most southern, that's why I went there. And I didn't go across the island because the weather was pretty lousy.
You can get pretty rough down there, mate, I can tell you now.
Yeah.
Patrick Moran, welcome from Lemon Tree Passage. Good on you, mate. Yeah, high standard for the ladies. They're doing very well. Kate Walker, I can tell you, Gus is a state player, state rep, well known from Taren Point, one of the power clubs around here. You should go to Taren Point. It's a good place.
Yeah.
And Louise Baldwin from another wonderful club on the eastern suburbs at Clovelly. And a good start by Louise. Kate Walker's kicked out with a couple of multiples here. You'll see on the scorecard. But Louise has actually had the better of it. 9 ends. Louise has won 5 of them. I will check my score to make sure I've got that right. I like to make sure I've got all the correct info. So I know you're an avid watcher of this coverage. I know you would have been watching the Ladies Carnival.
Yes. Enjoyed watching that. It was interesting.
And then the club champion pairs as well, which was here. There they are, 5-6. Yeah, I've got that right.
It's always a great coverage.
Yeah, it's good. We do a pretty high. Try to run a pretty high standard here at BowlsNSW, mate. It's
that's obvious.
Well, 2 fair ones. I'm not entirely sure where Kate's first bowl went. Did it run in the hole? Yeah, it did. There it is on the bank. So a little bit of weight adjustment needed here.
Going to run in the back of them.
Oh, she might gap it. No, yeah, hit them both, actually. May got a second shot out of it.
Looks that way, doesn't it? Yeah.
So you're a Western Australian as well. You said you played out of Broome. Yeah,
played in Broome. They've got a lovely synthetic green up there.
It's a non-affiliated club. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. Yeah. They don't play pennant at all. They don't belong to either Bowls Australia or Bowls Western Australia. The nearest club to them is 802 k's away. So
it's a fair trip for an away game.
Yeah, it's a fair trip for an away game for a trip. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, good fun club though. Good culture there.
It is.
From what I hear, I haven't been up there yet.
Well,
it's one of those things about West Australians and people from down in Perth that I know a lot of people that have never been up northern WA. It's a long way.
It's a long way.
Well, it wants to sneak through and has. Fair shot. Kate Walker. I'm not going to make this about partisan Western Australians. I can hear my accent changing as we speak.
Yeah. It took me 3 hours to do 110 k's to get here.
Oh, yeah, Sydney traffic, mate.
Sydney traffic.
Oh, well, she dropped it back, flopped forward. I don't think she managed. It'd be pretty close, actually. The camera angles can be a bit deceptive. It's pretty close. And Kate just happy just to leave that one there and probably have the shot. She's handed the mat over straight away as Louise, so I assume that they know that Kate's got the shot. Wait for the marker. One it is. So after 2 ends to Louise, Kate's got the mat back and the advantage of delivering the jack, and still a very tight game. Race to 25, mate. It's no dead ends. Oh, sorry, there are dead ends. So we replay dead ends is the technical term. Thank you. I'm sure Andrew Lynn's watching and will tell me off if I don't say that right. He's right. Right to do so. All right. This is a change in length. The first one we've really seen. This is a massive change of length.
Interesting tactic.
So just asking the greenkeeper there and the marker there whether they've hit the line. So there's a 23 metre mark on the bank. If your mat's back past the tee, then the jack can be very short like that. Warren Towney has got a question for you, Gus. Warren Towney, one of the great men in bowls from out at Dubbo.
Yep.
Have you got the top 4 greens you've played at? What's your favourite ones?
Oh, that's really tough. I'm a bit of a, although I've only been bowling for a short time, I'm a great believer and love grass. I learnt on grass. I love playing on grass. I'll be parochial. The green at the club I play at, Huskisson's a great green. St George's Basin, also down in the Jarvis Bay area there, have great greens. Probably one of the best synthetic I played on was Cootamundra?
Cootamundra, yep.
Yeah.
We played out there together, didn't we? Was it Cooter? No, we played it. Where'd we go?
Griffith,
that's right.
Yeah.
At
that was a nice green.
The Unquenchables, yeah.
Yeah, the Unquenchables, yeah.
Yeah, Cootamundra, a good spot.
Yeah. Most challenging? I played at Geraldton. At the Geraldton Bowling Club. The sea breeze came in and was blowing 60 kilometres an hour straight into our faces, so you're bowling into the wind one way and with the wind the other way. It was a very challenging day, that one.
Yeah, good shot, Louise Baldwin there. The change of length maybe suiting her in the end. Both players ran long, but Louise, the one that corrected first. Now, Geraldton has a reputation as a super windy place anyway.
It certainly does.
And so playing a 60k an hour wind actually may not be that unusual.
No, not for the locals.
Kate Walker, brilliant, flops down. Oh, it's held up, stuck on the finger marks there.
Somebody needs to jump on the green for her.
Get a big fella like me, mate. Louise looking to move Jack, I think there, mate.
I think one of the great things about travelling and playing bowling, I think with 96 clubs, I reckon there's probably only 5 people that I've met over that whole period that I'd actually cross the road to avoid. I think it speaks highly of how great the people are that are in the bowling community.
Agreed. Couldn't agree more. Our community's the best. And I speak about you a bit on the commentary. I don't know if you're aware of this, but sorry, mate, I just watched this one come down, Louise. Yep. I reckon she's got the grass. It's about weight. Yeah. Play the right grass for that shot. Excuse me, the right weight for that shot. Just the grass was just tiny little bit wide. Really good effort. Kate will have one there. And a successful change-up of length for her. But yeah, one of the things about, because I know you're driving around and you're a grey nomad, you get around and round and round and round the country in your van, and I know we pulled you out of Werribee for a Werribee winter.
Yes.
That's not a pleasant thing to come up the south coast. And how much has bowls changed your trip?
It's made it much more interesting. it's given me targets, of self-made targets, you know. When I restarted my travels after COVID, you know, I just sort of thought, well, I'll just travel around, and where I end up, I'll play bowls. And I found that I was looking for places to stay where there were bowls clubs, and made them my targets rather than just the tourist stuff, you know. And it's good to get to the bowls club. You get to meet the local people, and they actually tell you where the good spots are to go and visit, rather than relying on trying to work it out for yourself.
Yeah, I think that's my experience too, mate. Travelling mostly around this state in New South Wales is you're never alone when you're a bowler.
No.
Great community.
No. I think one of the fastest synthetics I ever played on was at Atherton.
Yep.
Yeah, you almost just dropped the ball on the ground and just let it run. It was absolutely amazing how quick it was.
Can't stop that one about a metre short, I'd say. I can't quite see it out the window, but yeah, about a metre.
Yeah.
And Louise, she's done this a few times. It's probably a trend in the game, mate. She's running that side, and it's speeding up. So that dew that we had overnight, you know, I don't know if you saw it, it's foggy as anything here. Obviously not a breath of wind out there. It just sat, so it just creates perfect conditions for dew. They had the brooms out this morning sweeping it off, but it's going to get quicker and turn more really quickly. The dew will just dry up, all that surface.
Well, that's a beautiful bowl, that one. Beautiful.
Yeah. Now that's an adjustment in grass.
Go see behind it.
Well done.
Yep.
So your real name's Stephen.
Yes.
We call you Gus. My eldest daughter gave you that name.
Yes. Yeah.
Great Uncle Steve.
Yeah.
And just a shout out to Sophie. She's in Amsterdam at the moment.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, another great bowl.
Oh,
that's brilliant.
Brilliant bowling. Yes. Yeah. I see things like that, and I think when you're playing in a team game, you know, triples or fours, and that, you know, you do a shot like that, and then nothing worse than the skipper turn around and say, do the same thing again. That means you've got to think about it.
That's it. Louise had a really good option there running through, but just clunking into the front bowl, good weight, and a really good effort. She's actually played those weighted shots fairly well this game. It's sometimes and traditionally, and things will change, of course, the players that don't get to state level and stuff in the ladies' game tend not to hit the bowls very hard. I've found it, and it's just a cultural thing. No. It's just a thing that gets around. But Louise, certainly no fear in having a go. Kay Arnott from East, welcome. A great club East is East Maitland. I've been up there pretty recently myself.
I've played at Maitland. And East Maitland.
East Maitland, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, a couple of Platinum Pennant players just turned up in front of us here from Taren Point. That's good. You'll be with us again this weekend at Warilla.
Yes.
You come and have a look. To Kate Walker. Takes her to double figures. 10-5. So once again, just running through what we're doing here. It's the Bowls New South Wales champion of club champion singles. In the women's section, we're in the section of 32. 16 games being played across 5 clubs here at the moment. Those 5 clubs, of course, being Cabra Diggers, where we're hosting this game, Club Mount Lewis, St John's Park, Cabramatta, and Club Marylands. And a brilliant job being done by all 5 of those clubs. Things change a bit, and everyone comes here tomorrow. As we get into the, I think the round of 16 will be finished. So the ladies' semis or something like that, and the men's get into their round of 16 tomorrow. Well, what have we got? Let's have a look. I can go through my little program. It's a pretty short end. Metre and a half, or step and a half away from the line, so they're happy with that. No umpire call. About as short end as possible, mate. That's good jack delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah, this afternoon we're watching a men's singles round of 32. I don't know who yet. And then the quarterfinals tomorrow, women's singles quarterfinal in the morning, men's in the afternoon, and then Thursday we do the finals. Live scoring, Jan, as soon as I can get it organised. The technology's there already, and we can use it. We've just got to convince people that it's a good thing. It's a good question, Jan. I'd love to be using live scoring. There's no reason that if you create a club tournament, zones, everyone can be using live scoring right now on the app. It's all part of the competition setup, and I advocate it heavily. Get in there and try to convince your clubs to use it. We'll be using it as soon as we can in Bowls, New South Wales as well. We do for the over 40s. It's just magnificent. It's a great system. Kate Walker wants that to stop. Not quite. Singles. You haven't played much singles, I'd assume?
No, not very much singles at all. A lot of pairs, a lot of triples.
Played your first pennant game this year as well?
Yes, played my first pennant game. And I'm going to retire now from pennant. We lost the first two ends. After the first two ends, we were down 11-0. After the first two ends, and we came back and we won 26-22. And on the big board, we won the day as well. So excellent. It's time for me to retire while I'm a winner. Undefeated.
It's, we're very proud of you, mate. I was over in Greece while you're doing that, and at Huskinson. I'd love to have been there. And that's better by Kate. Trying to get a better view of that with the middle camera. The way the sun is at the moment, is creating shadows on those bowls and making it a bit difficult to see who's who. Louise out on that. She's finding the grass, and it really is turning a lot more on that hand now. Look at that.
Look at that, yes. That was almost like a hockey stick turn, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. That was amazing. So we can get a better view of it there. So definitely one to Louise. Hence slide XGs, both players.
Very popular bowl.
Yeah, they're pretty true. I use them. I think my next set will be a set of tailored GTRs, though. We'll see. I'm saving up for them now. Actually, I've got to get a new bowls bag first, so we'll see. My bags get a lot of use and a lot of travel, so they wear out pretty quickly, the poor things. Yeah.
Well, I use Turbo Pro.
Yep.
And I've bought 2 sets of them, which means when I go to the club and do a roll up for my own for training, I use one, play against myself.
Yeah, the blue and white ones against what's the other colour?
Blue and yellow. Blue and yellow. Blue and yellow. And yellow, blue and white.
The Huskinson Bowls and West Coast Eagles Bowls too.
That's
both
correct.
Being Eagles fans. Yep. 2 to Kate.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, 2 to Louise. My apologies. I had that wrong. That's big. That's just looking back through the scorecard. That is Louise's first multiple. 7-10 after 13 ends, which is a really remarkably low-scoring game.
You see competitions like this going across New South Wales and across Australia, and it's always amazing the number of people. The volunteers do a great job, and it's give of their time. And
well, I can tell there's a lot of them today.
Yeah, it's magnificent to see.
Yeah, singles calls out the volunteers quite heavily. Oops, that's the wrong button. Let's try that one. Let's go have the greenkeeper. So last time I was here, I think I spoke last year. We're upstairs. We had the conference here. We had the 3-day conference, the presentation night, and the AGM, all here because it's one of the only clubs going around that can actually host that volume of people. Yeah. It's just amazing upstairs when you get out and about, mate. Have a look around. It's a monster of a club, like Mario's Castle, and at times in here, and yeah, you get. Anyway, the great service, and when I was here, the green behind the camera now, green number 2 was essentially mud. It was out of action, and it rained for 3 days, and it looked horrible. But tell you what, there's a change up now. And look at Kate Walker, what a shot!
I'm very pleased to see the sun coming out today.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
Big weekend down in Jervis Bay there, mate. Oh, look at the reply. Louise Baldwin, what a shot.
Oh.
Just uses that beautifully and drops that in. Fantastic bowling. Hope there's some people from Clovelly watching this. Louise is representing you guys very, very well at the moment. I know the Taren pointer on. They got the big screen on at that club, and Kate has a huge following. Oh, the reply!
Oh, what a reply! Oh.
Didn't quite get the shot. But wow!
Oh, what a great reply, though.
Absolutely brilliant. Well, this looks out well. It's going to depend on weight, I think. Just wants to use her own. Yeah, not quite there. Running into the front. Hasn't put in the way. Still shots on probably either hand. Usable bowls down that side. She's looking at the wider hand. It tends to be wider towards the club on that side. And as the greenkeeper told me yesterday, and we witnessed yesterday in the 3 games we did, and if she gets down onto her own and just rolls it up, she'll have the shot. It's going to depend on weight now. Looks close.
Close. It's going to hit hard enough to move it. No.
Just rocked it. And the shot's still on the other hand for Louise. Little bunch of catches. Can afford to play a bit of weight too, by the way. Really wants to reach, but she's going to hit herself in the front. Yep. All right. Kate coming up for a look.
Yep.
That makes sense. I'd be doing the same thing. Yeah, as you can see that shot around Louise's bowl there is still on. Not at the same weight she played last time, I don't think. But I think I'd be playing the other hand myself. What do you reckon, mate? What would you do?
I'd come backhand.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that looks like what she's lining up. She's got an opportunity in there if she comes in hard enough, actually roll Louise through and get that 4. If not, she clunks in and she's got a chance for the single. Needs to be here. Is here. Here it comes. Wants to miss that. Clean run. Will get it. What a great shot.
Brilliant shot.
Kate Walker.
Oh.
Taren points stand up and applaud that one. She points to her mum and her best mate. What a brilliant shot, Kate Walker. Let's watch that again. That's exactly what we spoke about at the start. She just played to arrive. Wanted that clean run. Just missing that front bowl of Louise Baldwin. And cracking into the back one. Claiming the shot and a multiple. I actually didn't see how many it was. It was either 3 or 4. But
Yeah.
That was huge. Wowee. That's a confidence builder, if nothing else. What a great shot. No worries. Gus just running out to have a look at that scoreboard for me. Kate running the short end this way as well. And it was a 4. That is a big jump ahead. Big jump ahead. 7-14. What a magic conversion shot. That doesn't get any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. That is brilliant bowling. All right. Because you're in New South Wales, I can tell you something else, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you about Gus. He's the only member of our Cricks-Delightus family that actually has a rugby league team that it follows avidly as well. Now, you might be disappointed, everyone, that it's South Sydney.
Yeah.
It's a Rabbitohs fan. That's all right. I get the feeling I'm going to end up following Canberra. If I follow rugby league at all, I'm in a staff tipping competition that I keep forgetting to put the tips in for. Whoops.
I was in Canberra just recently at the Viking Club.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a gentleman there, and forgive me, I can't remember his name, but he's a Canberra supporter, been there since they started, and he dyes his eyebrows, moustache and beard green during the rugby season.
Yeah,
Lime green. Does it every year, apparently,
well
according
done.
to the members there.
Good on him. That's excellent. Well, Kate put in 2 really good starting bowls. Oh, Louise wanted the jack there, I think. Good effort. I'm still getting over that last shot. I reckon that'll be shot of the day. That's brilliant.
It was, wasn't it? That was absolutely magnificent the way she just managed to not tip that one in front of her and push it offline. Here we go.
Oh, wants to be careful. Well, I'll tell you what, it doesn't help her. Another flood warning down south. Still a lot of water around down there. It'll be sunny, but I'll get a blue sky flood at St George's Basin. Thanks to the Hazards New South Wales for popping up a notification. But, yeah. I'll have a look and see if I can see where that jack ended up. I'm just running around. That's a fair shot at the back. I reckon this is close. He's he's come for a look. Magic fingers. I can't do that.
I can't either.
I didn't see the call. He said, I reckon it's a measure, because if I look at this, how close that is. Oh. Yeah, so she's moved Jack back, but to what position? I just don't know. She's walking right up to the head.
I think it looks like Louise's.
Either way, she's at this point with the measure, she's got to play it like she's down. She's got to come in and either move something, move Jack out, risk at the back with Louise there, but if she runs through with it, let's see. She's giving it some width. It's coming in now, swooping. She's watching it intently. Little roll will do it. Oh, goodness. Oh, let's have another look. As I go back to the other camera, I don't think it's changed anything. No, it's closer. Look with the shadows. Whoops. Sorry. It's tough on this zoom, but look at the shadows.
Yeah.
And Kate's bowl is clearly closer than Louise's. He's coming down for a look as well. No time limits on these games. It's a very standard format. First to 25 it is. Kate's got the advantage at the moment on 14. Oh, I may have been wrong. I said about the shadows. Kate's coming. Louise has come and picked up the mat. That didn't look like that at all, did it? She's taken one. Hang on. Or she's taken one down.
Well, Louise has picked up the jack, so
Yeah. Interesting, Kate's just hanging on to that mat. There we go.
Yeah.
That's what was confusing me.
Doesn't want to give it up.
That's it. So 1 to Louise. She took it. And probably a good option in the end. Nice and safe.
Yep.
6 shots between them. And again, it's another one that doesn't really matter. It's not like playing in a pairs game where you've got a limited amount of ends and you're trying to chase that score. All you got to do is keep scoring, keep scoring, keep scoring. And it means your opposition isn't. And you can catch up to them pretty quickly. Just one by one. Oh, here we go.
change of length.
Well, it's changed the length in this direction, but it's still a short end.
Yeah.
And it's going to go over to the left a little, half a roll there, mate. That's all right. I'll let the players sort that out. $14-8. Yeah, but a little under a metre short.
Yeah. Good grass, though.
Jason Pinnock has finished. Apparently was out getting a haircut this morning. Thanks for that, mate. Thanks, Jace. He's my partner in crime up at the state champs. Oof, great shot, Kate Walker. I keep going to say Kate Astley. No, there's one of the junior bowlers, an absolute legend. It's all about weight here. Grass is perfect.
Oh,
That's short.
It's a bit short, yep.
Jason Pinnock, of course, the CSM, the club support manager for Bowls Australia, looks after a couple of hundred clubs actually in New South Wales, a country lad from way up north. And I haven't said it yet, mate. Well, hang on. Jace, this is for you. Triple M. The male model from McLean.
Gonna knock her up.
Yeah, just bashed into it. It's tough in the front there at the moment. Holding one at the back. Sometimes it's interesting you see those multiples like that 4 that Kate got. You can take the wind out of your sails a little bit, but not so far for Louise. Sometimes it can make you more determined as well, and if that falls, it hung up. Jack high bowls usually the shot on these cameras, so it's...
looking out at the green, it looks like it's still a shot bowl.
Oh, you can see it, can you?
Yeah.
Definitely by a good foot, in fact. Oh, great weight. Poverty Point while watching in Patunk Society. There's a place you should go, mate. That's a different club. They're good. Really entertaining place. They've just said, go Baldy. Not sure who that is, but... Louise Baldwin, of course it is.
Okay.
Baldy and Wombat. Well, that bowl just a bit of ghost on the green, just flopped over. And spotted by the greenkeeper. He's just, by a marker. No, they may have changed, may have made it a measure, in fact.
That back bowl of Louise's that's close to the close one to the jack is still a lot further away from the jack than what it looks on the screen.
Mm. Well, how's the weight? Looks pretty good to there. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant, Kate Walker. Nah, that'll hold and sit beautifully.
Yep, that's 2, I think. For Louise. For Kate, sorry.
Well, marker hasn't run ahead often. If they know the score, they'll walk on. Yeah, tape.
Measuring for 3.
Yep. It is,
3.
yeah. So that bowl just falling down like that was enough. So a couple of big multiples for Kate Walker. What are we up to? We're up to the 16th end. 1, 2... Well, we just finished the 16th end. 6-7. So Louise has won 7. Kate's won, which means Kate won 9. So only 2 shots, 2 ends difference, but a big score difference. And that's just those couple of multiples. My my first coaches at St George's Basin when I was there told me that playing singles, it's as simple as get one close every time, and it'll stop the multiples if nothing else. If you go down 1, it's not a big deal. You start going down 3s and 4s, and you're in trouble. I think that's what's happening to Louise here at the moment. Mark Jones relaxing in Bali again. Thanks for that, mate. He's rubbing that in yesterday too. Nice and warm there in Indonesia.
Where are the Mentos?
Oh, where are the Mentos? That's right. It's not a junior. It's not the juniors. Actually, Andrew's left his bucket. That yogurt bucket there is not yogurt. That was full of lollies. Oh, right. I think a couple of the players found it yesterday and raided the whole thing. So poor old. There's some Werthers in there. When's the last time we saw a packet of Werthers? Butterscotch, these little butterscotch lollies. Yeah. Your mum, my grandmother used to have them. That's a good shot. Good adjustment. Changed hands. It's interesting. I still think the trend that they're running there on the side away from the club more often than they're playing towards the club is a real thing. And like I said, an interesting thing that because the greenkeeper really was adamant yesterday that it's the truer hand on that wider side. We're on the same rink. Same lines as we were yesterday. You can see the track there, the bowl left as it came down. Really has dried out nicely. And they'll have some time in between games this time to roll it as well. I know they're looking forward to that. They want this green flying, is what they're asking for. Grass is good.
Oh,
wants to be careful with the jack, though. Back cut, no good. Oh, did she sit with it? Let's have a look.
She might have given it to Louise.
There's a question being asked. Magic fingers out again.
Yeah. I don't know how people do that.
I know. I think he just called one up to Louise. Must be pretty close though. I'm not going to hazard a call from this camera angle, but I failed last time. But there it is. Why's the camera dropping? Oi, settle down. Oh, look at this shot. Oh, it's just short. God. Just short. Look at that.
Pushing Kate to play the other way, though.
Oh, look. I don't know what she's got. There's not really. It's a really tough draw on that hand, on the wider hand on the right-hand side of the screen now. And Louise is up the front, so it's tough to. Doesn't really want to give it a clunk either.
No.
Actually, it's not Louise. It looks it on that. No, it's her own bowl right in front. No, definitely. No, right at the front. There's a different camera angle. It's very deceptive. Yeah, it's tough. She risks giving away 2.
Yeah.
She's a good player, though. She knows what she's doing. Just coming on that side, width is fairly. Oh, look, it's fairly aggressive. That's onto her own bowl. Hopefully, is what she asked for. No, just that one in the middle is what she was aiming at. Didn't quite get it. I think all the advantages are here for Louise, but can afford once again still to play a bit conservative and just take it if she needs. It's tough to get in there. Her front one in between those bowls at the front, just rolling 2 or 3 times. Well, not even 2 or 3 times, just one complete roll is enough. Beautiful, bright sunshine. She played fairly narrow down there. Not the weight, I don't think.
No.
Safe bowl. So it'll be probably one. I'll just make sure of that before I make any decisions on the scoreboard myself. Measure. Makes sense. I like this filter. It gives Kate a really good tan, doesn't it, actually? It's not a filter. This camera's just got some weird contrast problems. So clearly one to Louise. And the game continues. Louise jumps to 9.
Just looking out the window here in one of the other games, they've moved the mat right up.
I love it.
And then put the jack on the tee.
Yeah, that's mind game stuff.
Yes.
Remember, I used to do that a lot at St George's Basin, and when I play singles now, I tend to do that a lot too, because no one practices that.
No.
Except me. No, I love it. It's funny how you see that around Raymond Terrace. Players tend to have a traditional length, and they play tee to tee. Most of the club,
yeah.
And that's what they practice at the club, and they do it very well. Yeah. Huge culture of success there. And I'll practice minimum length a lot. It's good fun with size 5 bowls too, trying to pull them up.
Well, certainly as I've moved around and sort of established, I play lead a fair bit, and one of the things I've learned is watch the other team, how they roll the jack, and do the opposite of what they want.
Always do the opposite, yeah.
Yeah.
Bubble so it's a filter. No, it's not a filter. It's just a contrast problem on that camera. I'm trying to get the camera 3, which is our middle camera, makes the green glow for some reason, and it's a problem I can't fix. I don't understand it. So I'll be playing around with that in the off season, so to speak. Second half of the year, I'll see if I can do things to it without breaking it. I think it's the trick. Expensive cameras. I don't want to mess around with them too much, but. Now, the other thing is, I think Andrew, when he gets hold of them, plays with them a bit too. I'll reset that and see what happens. They're actually designed for indoors. They're not designed for outdoor. The outdoor cameras cost 3 times as much, putting them up to $18,000 a camera.
Wow.
That's too many. That's too many dollars.
Too many dollars, yeah.
We do pretty well with these ones.
Yeah. I suppose they're good. They're waterproof as well. They don't have to worry about umbrellas for the cameras.
The outdoor ones. Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah. Well, Louise holding the shot there. Oh, thanks, Barbara. Yeah, it does make your skin look good, doesn't it? I've just been playing with it a bit there. Oh, that's a little bit more true, I guess. It'll do.
Louise holding 2.
Yeah, bumped off her front one. Yeah, Kate looking to run under that front one, I'd suggest. And it was in her eye a bit. Looks like it's crossing, but if the weight's right, she won't be far away. Oh, what a shot.
Shot ball. Beautiful shot. Jack eye.
Magic, Kate. Did cross the line a little bit. If she'd been on the true line, yeah, definitely what I reckon would have hit that front bowl, but it's done it well. What's Louise done here? That looks more like the true line.
Getting inside a little bit too heavy.
In fact, that's probably too heavy for what she was playing. Risk there if she didn't go with the jack. There's 2 of Kate's bowls there as well.
Yeah.
Dave Sims watching from England. Welcome, mate. Where in England are you from? Another pretty good bowl there. We'll see if that second shot will be pretty close to it, I reckon. Let's see. Waiting for the call. I think that's one. I don't think the thumb counts, just the one. It's all right. One will do. I'll check the scoreboard in a sec. Pretty fastidious, I guess, about the scoring is our wonderful marker. Yep, it's 1. 18-9. 9-18, my apologies. So 9 shots between them. Kate's got 7 shots to get to reach that magic number of 25. And this has been a ripper of a game. Oh, and a brilliant start. Kate Walker, just drop it on the jack. Why not? Dave Sims from Berkshire. Well, very glad you're here, mate. Glad you're watching. Hope things are warming up in England. I know that we went from Greece last week where it was sitting in the early 20s. My daughter went to London and it was mid to late 20s. She was very happy walking around in the T-shirt.
Looking at the scores, you wouldn't, the scores don't always reflect how close the game really has been.
Yes, I couldn't agree more with you, mate.
Both been playing very, very well. Just Kate's managed to get those few multiples and get the shots.
Exactly, that absolutely has been the difference. The difference has been not both drawing at a high standard. Kate just playing the conversions a little better at this point. Yeah, picking up multiples is a big deal, as we were saying before. On the scorecard, what are we up to now? The 18th end. 8. So 8. Still, once again, Kate's only won two more ends than Louise. She's just got a 3 and a 4 in there as well.
That's it. Makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm. And holding 1 still at the moment, maybe 2. It's really hard to tell in those shadows. The sun will rise. It'll be a bit easier this afternoon to see who's who. Definitely, holding 2 without a shadow of a doubt. Is Kate at the moment. See that? You can see the colours of the bowls. And running that one back, that's a good safety bowl, a good catcher. She's close. If she's got the weight, she's very close. Well, a little slide off there won't hurt. I don't know. Probably a good second.
Yep.
He's going to have a look as they... Yep, just the one. Good rescue bowl there. Knocked it down from a multiple, but Kate gets the mat back. Sorry, Kate retains the mat. That's what I meant to say. 10 shots between them. Kate Walker nearly on 20. And what we have tended to see so far is the finishing bowls are tough. We all know that in singles, the hardest shot to get is the last one. It's hellishly difficult at times, and we saw it yesterday. Some big comebacks based on players getting to 20 and then stopping, and So all I'm saying there is Louise has probably got a chance. I'll show you something else that's interesting. There's a little breeze picking up. It's the first time I've seen those flags move all day. And it may gust, but weather, I checked it this morning once again. The weather telling us that, weatherman telling me that there's no, not much wind. That's about as heavy as it should get all day and then die off again this afternoon. Just check that again now, that'll make sure I do the right thing. Yeah, so, well, I've got gusts up to 17 knots at 4 o'clock this afternoon, but the wind should be between 5 and 3 knots total, which for laymen, that's about 10 and 6 knots, 6 and 10 knots all afternoon, gusting to 12, which is nothing. It's, kilometres per hour, I should say. You're approximately double. It's a fair indication with knots. And then get a little bit of showers overnight at about 10 p.m. And then we continue into tomorrow. Similar conditions, very similar conditions, except the wind kind of shifts a bit north. So it should be a beautiful time here in Western Sydney. That big east coast low that's been affecting everything has headed out to sea.
Yeah, good. Well, I'm hoping it stays nice for this sun does something to the greens down at Husky and dries it out a bit, so you get a game tomorrow.
All of the south coast. Tomorrow, what are you playing tomorrow?
Husky.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Oh, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday afternoon. I don't even know what day it is. So what? What have I missed? What have I missed? Geez, I'm going to have to take a day off. Yeah, that front green is in great nick, so it should be in good conditions.
No, okay, thanks. Oops.
He called you sir.
Hey?
He called you sir. Does that kind of respect come with age or what?
Sir Gus.
Sir Gus.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sir Gus of the highways. So we're on Cattle have won there. Just drawing all the way around at the moment. There's a big gap, lots of space on that side. Little back cutter jack would be nice for her. I don't think she's quite going to get it. That won't stop. That'll run through. Holding one. He's playing these short ends makes the camera view quite a bit different. So anyone who knows about photography knows that when you use a zoom lens, it brings the background forward or towards you. So often the front bowls can look a lot closer than they actually are, especially with these ones, especially when you're playing short ends. And that is a fantastic conversion. Beautiful. Louise Baldwin from Clovelly. What a great shot. So wonder her. She gets that mat back, gets the control, and hits double figures for the first time. And probably the only time. 10-19. Going end for end, absolutely not giving an inch, these ladies. It's been a brilliant game. High standard. Even at the start when they were adjusting, there was a couple of bowls out, but not all of them. They were always something close every time. Yeah. Just magnificent. Yeah. Thoroughly deserving to be here.
It was early ends that can really matter on how quickly somebody adjusts to playing on a green they've never played on before.
Oh, absolutely right. Yeah. If they've come from a club that with a greens don't drain necessarily as quick as this green has, the standard it is, because they've been playing at different clubs. So that adjustment's a big deal. That's why home ground advantage is such a thing. Just had a result come in, so that's 25-22. Scotty Bate up from Bomaderry. What a legend. Geez, we get looked after well here at this club or two. Scotty Bate up over Jacob That's a great name. Bubbledyke from Sylvania. That was a close game, 25-22, but also a quick one. I went on Scotty Bader, mate of mine from Bomaderry. So, Louise has changed it. As you can see, she's changed the length, and it's quite a bit longer, and it's tricked both of them. Trying to finesse the bowl into the jack. They're going to have to run it a bit harder. Just look here, I can see Billy there, the communications manager for Bowls New South Wales, taking the photos that you'll all see on Facebook and the socials later. Stalwart of the Belmore Bowling Club. Great shot, Kate. And comms team doing a really good job over this, working as hard as a sports team in a really busy period of competition for Bowls New South Wales. If you saw the program I've got getting around, you'd understand we don't get home very much at the moment. We just following the tournaments. It's brilliant. Absolutely adore doing this job. All the results once again available for all of you on the results portal of BowlsLink. That'll be results.bowlslink.com.au. Jump on there at the end of these games and you'll start seeing the ladders build, who's into the finals, who's through and who's not, and where they're playing next, as is super important when you've got 5 clubs in operation. And then we're in the position here on this end right now where Louise has the second shot. Kate Walker holding at the back. Kate just looking to get into the 20s in her score. And then she'll know and she'll feel that she's on the downhill stretch. Even though she's clearly there at the moment. Only 7 shots required to get to 25. This would be a huge bowl from Louise. Who's bowling there? Sorry, Kate. Double this up. That looks very skinny. Another winner just come through. Joel Roche from Belmont over Brad Landy from Monavale in the men's. 25-9. It looked like one there to... Yep, definitely one to Kate. And she hits that 20 mark. 20-10. 10 shots between them. Kate Walker with 5 shots left to get. Now, if you're wondering who was talking before, that's my Uncle Gus there. If I look at that trim and fit, I think Gus is, well, he's well over 70 now. Or 71, so not well over. I'll be a very happy man. I'm not going to look like that at 70. No way. I'll still have a mohawk. Still be freaking out the people at the nursing home. Yeah, fair start. Nothing to bounce off. Jack high. Yeah, good again, Louise. Really at the business end of it now, Louise needs to start being perfect. And just throw out again, thanks to all the volunteers who came out. We've had people from everywhere. In fact, one of our board members out there marking as well. Could not be more impressed with your efforts and your time. Another one coming in, another score. Mason Lewis from Engadine over Stephen Heaps from South Cronulla. 25-11. A little bit more loose here on this head than it has been for a while. They played some remarkable close heads in there. Always been close to Jack. I think Kate's just drawn another one, so she's got two there, I'd suggest. Yeah, the front one doesn't count. It's good. It's good to see my uncle and commentary mate this morning, Gus, wearing his odd shoes as well, same as me. Black and grey ones on, his weird socks. Brilliant. Excellent. Gussie 2 shoes. It's gone and got... we got Batman and Flash DC. Good to see you out there getting there, supporting the club there as well. Sausage Sarnie. Kate, another good one coming in here. Back is lovely. If she sits and counts as well, and she has, covers and counts. So those two bowls at the back were there for Louise. She needs to now run past that last bowl to get that back and get the multiples. But again, in singles, drawing for one is enough. I think she's got too much weight on that to draw it. Yeah. Ran through, so 2 or 3. That's the question we've got to ask now. No decisions being made. The breeze has kicked around the other direction, actually. Those flags are in the wrong way. Swirling, fluky breeze. 1, 2. Well, that back one definitely beats the 3. This is going to be a full count. Yep, full count for Kate Walker now on 24, needing one shot to win this game. Louise Baldwin must be perfect. Cannot drop another end. Has played a brilliant game. Wowee. And we've witnessed a really brilliant game of bowls here. Oh, another result coming in. This will be Margaret Burke and Diana Lloyd. Diana Lloyd from South Cronulla, 25 over Margaret Burke from Oak Flats on 11. All these results will be viewable on BowlsLink as soon as I give these cards to Lee Stinson, who's in the other office, and he'll enter all the scores for us. Another short end. They've been working well for Kate. And Taren Point, the club there with, they said hundreds watching. I hope that's true. at Taren Point, we'll be very happy with this result. I can tell you now, this has been a real display from both ladies. Now, once again, Gus mentioned it earlier, and I'll tell you again now, that scoreline does not necessarily reflect the standard of this game. Louise has played really, really well. Kate Walker just a little bit classier in the finish, and has been popping out multiples, which Louise hasn't been able to get. 22 ends they've played. Yeah, Louise has won 3 extra ends to an advantage of 14 shots. I cannot tell whose bowl is whose there, so I'm going to cheat and use the other camera. Yeah, that's Kate at the back and Louise at the front. So I'd suggest Kate's holding 2. Oh, not for long. Brilliant bowl, Louise Baldwin of Clovelly. Not letting go. Yeah, maybe on 24, she's saying, but it's the toughest shot to get to the next one, or the last one. Oh, wow, the reply. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. The jack pushes it back. Just didn't quite get the result, I don't think. Goodness me. Brilliant bowl. Those last two bowls coming down were just fantastic. And magic fingers to see who's holding. 1 to Louise is the call. She's got shots on both hands. Options each side. Doesn't want to move her own bowl on that hand. Doesn't want to hit it square and roll jack back. Just needs to draw to that back bowl. Or the bowl that's, Kate's closest bowl to jack. Onto her own. Oh, she's played it pretty well. It's not as close as it looks actually on that camera. If you look there, she had a space to roll it up, I guess. But big danger if jack goes backwards. I mean, it doesn't matter. Kate only needs one, but led 4 at the back. Just had a little spike in viewers jump in, so I'll just say welcome everyone to this Bowls New South Wales coverage of the champion of club champions for 2024 women's singles round of 32, and this was section 17 to section 18. It doesn't really matter anymore. Here comes Kate. She needs the weight to be there. There she comes and has drawn that beautifully. What a shot to finish the game. Kate Walker, or not finish the game, there's one bowl to come, my apologies, but what a brilliant bowl. Kate Walker. Oh, he's coming down to have a look. That does not get better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's watch that again. Oops, I'm on the wrong thing. Let's go this one instead. Watch this come down on that hand. Knock in beautifully, little run, and move jack back. She's currently holding game. Louise has had a really good look. It's going to be an absolute crazy shot from Louise to beat this. She's got nothing back. Her 3 bowls are at the front. Kate's resting on the jack. Tell you what, Louise pulls this off, it'll be absolute genius. Welcome back, Gus. Get that microphone up close to your mouth for me, buddy.
I know what you'd be doing now.
Oh, there'd be bowls flying everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting off the green so you don't get a broken ankle.
Oh, no, she hasn't quite got it crossed. Didn't get probably heavy enough, but played the weighted shot. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Kate Walker has finished the game. The score in that end doesn't actually matter. She's got the 1 at least to take it to 25. Congratulations to Louise Baldwin getting this far and for playing a really good game, mate.
It was a brilliant game. So I'll repeat myself. Yeah, the score doesn't belie how close the game really was, how well they played.
Mike O'Connor from Pretoria just jumped on at the end of that. Well done. Huge bowling. Everyone on there watching that one from Taren Point's commenting. Katie Carriage over in the States is watching as well. Welcome. And, well, as we say, farewell to that. In review, that was just a brilliant game to watch and commentate. It was a real pleasure to see. This afternoon, we're on to the men's round of 32. I'm still not sure who we're covering. We'll find out very shortly once these games complete. That game's due to start at 2:15. Take it from me. 12:45. Take it from me, they'll go early. If these games are finishing at 11. Yep. Stephen Cricks-Delitis. Gus,
yep.
Thanks so much for joining me this morning.
No worries.
Absolute pleasure to have you on.
Here.
It was actually quite exciting to have a family member on as well. It makes me smile a bit. And once again, thanks for joining us, everyone out there. We'll see you this afternoon for the men's round of 32 and the 2024 Bowls New South Wales Champions. See you then.